Welcome to Bohl Diamond at Blair Field as the Long Beach State Dirtbags host Cal State Fullerton in Game 2 of the 15-mile rivalry series. I'm Bruce Kuntz alongside Enrique Rivas, and you are listening to 22 West Radio, broadcasting live at 88.1 FM KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. Cal State Fullerton struck early and didn't look back last night, taking a dominant 10-0 win to open the series. Long Beach State only got an inning and a third out of their starter Calif Anderson, and their offense only totaled 6 base runners. TJ Bruce's squad will need to be better in every aspect to bounce back today.
Yeah, Bruce, we were coming off of a blowout loss last night, and the Dirtbags are looking hope to even up the series. Freshman Luke Howe coming off with a 4-1 record of 5.25 ERA, striking out 39 and 49 in 2 innings pitched this season. As the Dirtbags, well, for Jake Evans, hopefully the offense can come alive tonight.
The Titans are also turning to a freshman on the mound in Bobby Mahoney. Mahoney twirled a gem last time out, setting career highs with 7 innings and 7 strikeouts against UC Riverside. He'll look to pick up right where Micaiah Negretti left off yesterday.
Yeah, for Cameron, Kim, Ty Thomas, Andrew Kirchner, each had 2 hits for the Titans, totaling around 12 hits as a team and worked in 6 walks last night.
Long Beach State has taken the field here. They're in their all-white home uniforms, not the pinstripes, but just the regular home whites. Dirtbags across the chest with black hats. Luke Howe is on the mound, and we'll take you through the defense behind him. Damon Valdez, the true freshman, is in the squat, had a couple of hits yesterday in the loss. Dylan Lena at third base with Aaron Perez back in the starting lineup at first base. Trotter Enright at shortstop and Jake Evans at second base is the defense up the middle. Outfield left to right, Smith Chandler, Matt Toomey, and Reed Montgomery. For Cal State Fullerton, they're in navy blue jerseys to go with gray pants tonight, navy blue helmets as well. Take you through their starting lineup. Nick Miller leading things off again in left field. He had a fantastic night yesterday, reaching base 6 times. Ty Thomas moves up to the 2 spot, DHing. Cameron Kim back batting third and playing third base. Andrew Kirchner into the cleanup spot, playing right field. He was the starter at first base yesterday. Nico Lombardi catching again and batting 5th. Enad Lopez at second base bats 6th, with Max Ortega entering into the starting lineup at first base and batting 7th. Kate O'Hara back at shortstop batting 8th, and Cam Burdick again in center field rounding out the lineup. There's one notable name missing from that Cal State Fullerton batting order, and that's Paul Contreras. He exited last night's game after hitting a home run in the 3rd inning. It was a tape measure shot to put Fullerton up 10-0. It was a score that wound up holding all the way through. But as he was rounding the bases and got back to the dugout, it looked like he was pulling at his side a little bit. He was taken out of the game heading into the next half inning and remains out of the starting lineup. He did take batting practice before the game, so it remains to be seen if he could be available as a pinch hitter, but Contreras has been really, by all accounts, the best hitter in the Big West so far this year, so notable name out of the lineup for the Titans.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, absolutely. Just obviously the Titans have their carry with Nick Miller with 4 for 4 with double the 3 runs scored. And hopefully for this lineup for Luke Howe is that hopefully to help not get Nick Miller on base.
Luke Howe finishing up his warm-ups, and then the Dirtbags will be ready to get things going. Long Beach State at 10-22 overall this season, 5-11 in conference play. Against Cal State Fullerton, their win last night took them to a dead 500 on the year, 16-16 overall, 10-6 in conference play. The Titans in the 4 spot in the Big West standings, trying to fight for seeding for the Big West tournament. Long Beach all the way down in 10th, needing a big-time turnaround to have a chance at the Big West Championships. Nick Miller stepping into the box to lead things off, right-handed batter for Cal State Fullerton, batting .324 on the year. Luke Howe, the freshman, works out of the windup, and his first pitch goes straight to the backstop. Ball 1 to get things going. I already said it was a fantastic night yesterday for Nick Miller. He really set the tone for Cal State Fullerton in a night that went all the Titans' way. Howe's 1-0. In there for a strike, sinker on the outside corner. Miller led off the inning for Cal State Fullerton in each of the first 3 frames. They were bringing non-stop carousel of batters to the plate. He had singles in each of the first 3 innings. 1-1, missed down low. From there, he walked and got hit by a pitch before in his final plate appearance, adding a 4th hit with a double in the 9th inning. perfect, reaching all 6 times that he came to the plate. 2-1 from Howe, swung on and missed. Out ahead of a changeup, evens the count at 2-2. Shadows poking halfway through the infield. Luke Howe in a bit of sunlight standing on top of the mound. So it could be tough for the hitters to pick up the ball in the very beginning of the game here. Hard ground ball over to shortstop. Enright a little to his left, fields cleanly. Throw across the diamond is in time for the first out of the game. That brings up Ty Thomas. He batted cleanup yesterday. Had a couple of hits. Also reached a 3rd time with a walk. DHing again, batting .273 on the year. Luke Howe's only a freshman, but he's been a workhorse for Long Beach State. 4-1 record with a 5.25 ERA. This is a pitching staff that struggled as a whole. First pitch to Thomas, missed down low. Luke Howe's been one of the bright spots, despite that number not necessarily looking glamorous. He's thrown north of 100 pitches in each of his last 2 starts, 3 in the last 4. And he's gone at least 5 innings in every single start this season. Swing and a miss, good breaking ball, had Thomas out ahead. The Titans struck for 4 runs in the first inning yesterday. Added another 4 in the second, so the game really never was competitive. 1-1 breaking ball hit right off the instep of Thomas. Went back out in the field of play, but it's called a foul ball. Our umpiring crew tonight, Kelly Gonzalez behind the plate, Matt McMahon at first base, Anthony Norris at second, Ray Patchen at third. Counts 1-2 to Ty Thomas as he digs back in. One out and nobody on in the top of the first inning. Ground ball fouled on the third base line as Thomas stays alive. This Fullerton lineup has not been fantastic. They've gotten the job done, but outside of Paul Contreras, they've been looking for some more production. Another 1-2 comes to Thomas. Another ground ball over to shortstop. Enright to his left again, throwing on the move in time to get Thomas. Back-to-back 6-3 groundouts in the top of the first.
Third baseman number 9, Cameron Kim.
Nick Miller, the leadoff man, the only Fullerton hitter tonight in the lineup that's batting above 300. Of course, that's a high standard. Cameron Kim digging in now is batting .281. But Paul Contreras has been on a different level for Cal State Fullerton. Since Big West play began, he's batting .500. Kept that intact as he went 1 for 2 with that 2-run homer yesterday. First pitch to the right-handed hitting Cameron Kim, misses inside. Without Contreras, Luke Howe has a much better outlook to try and get through this Fullerton lineup. Still won't be easy. Pop-up lifted out of play down the right field line, brings the count to 1-1. As a pitching staff, Long Beach State has struggled to find the zone oftentimes this year. It's been one of the many shortcomings. The pitchers have not gotten the job done. Breaking ball misses outside to bring the count to 2-1. Howe, though, in 50 and a third innings now, as he's got 2 outs in this top of the first, has only issued 12 walks, 55 hits against his line. 2-1. Line drive down the right field line, ranging over Montgomery. Isn't going to get there. Lands in front of him, but Reed does get there in time to hold Kim to a single. The 2-out hit for Cal State Fullerton in the first. Man on first with 2 out. Brings up the cleanup man, Andrew Kirchner. He's batting .236 this year. Despite the right-handed starter for Long Beach State, Kirchner is the only left-handed batter in this Fullerton starting 9. First pitch from Howe, a fastball just missed. Kirchner had hits and scored in both of the first 2 innings last night as Fullerton was pouring it on. Finished 2 for 5. Here's a breaking ball that actually hit Kirchner, went to the backstop. Now as Valdez goes to get it, the runner is going to get third. Dylan Lena pointing though. If it hit Kirchner, it should be a dead ball. Now the umpiring crew is going to get together. And the runner's going to have to go back. Whole play looked disjointed as Valdez wasn't even hustling to get the ball because Kirchner was headed down to first. As soon as it's a hit by pitch, the ball is dead. So Cameron Kim has to retreat back to second base. It's going to be first and second now with 2 down for Fullerton.
Catcher number 28, Nico Lombardi.
Very weird looking play there as none of the 4 umpires on the field actually threw their hands up and clarified it was a dead ball. So after Damon Valdez didn't hurry out of the squat as the ball went to the backstop, then he tried to turn on the jets and actually made the throw to third as if there would be a play there. Either way, Nico Lombardi in the box, first and second with 2 out. First pitch slider misses down and away. Lombardi's batting .277 this year. Was the starting catcher last night as well for Cal State Fullerton. Had a couple of RBIs. Walk and a sac fly. Finished 0 for 3. 1-0 sinker caught the outside corner. Good pitch running back onto the black from Howe. Dirtbags shaded a bit to pull. 1-1. Changeup missed outside. That shadow has already worked its way past Luke Howe on the mound. He's certainly not a small guy, 6'3", 180. But the shadow has already engulfed him. Comes set at the chest, 2-1 pitch. Line drive down the right field line. Reed Montgomery, long way to go. He's on his horse, but he doesn't get there. It lands just fair. 1 run is in for Cal State Fullerton, and the stop sign's up at third base. It's an RBI double for Nico Lombardi. 3 straight have reached for Cal State Fullerton as they strike first again.
Second baseman number 1, Eli Lopez.
RBI double for Nico Lombardi. It looked like Luke Howe was on his way to a clean first inning. 2 outs and nobody on, but a single, a hit batter, and now a double has Fullerton ahead 1-0. Eli Lopez stepping in next, looking to continue to add. First pitch to Lopez, pulled foul. It was a 4 spot in the top of the first inning for Cal State Fullerton yesterday. They've got 1 here, but 2 more runners in scoring position. A gigantic lead at second base from Lombardi as Lopez bunts it foul. Thought about bunting for a hit, but instead he's behind 0-2. Not quite as many fans at first pitch as there were yesterday. 67-degree evening here in Long Beach. Howe's ahead 0-2, trying to limit the damage. His pitch right on the outside corner and gets Lopez looking. A good changeup from Luke Howe ends the inning with his first strikeout. But Cal State Fullerton strikes first again. It's 1-0 Titans going to the bottom of the first inning on 22 West Radio. Long Beach coming up in the bottom of the first inning, looking to answer. Cal State Fullerton ahead 1-0. Take you through the Dirtbag starting lineup. Trotter Enright up in the leadoff spot today with Jake Evans behind him. Matt Toomey batting third. Dylan Lena in the cleanup spot. Smith Chandler down to 5. Caden Smacka DHing and batting 6th. Aaron Perez, Damon Valdez, and Reed Montgomery are on 7 through 9. They're facing the freshman right-hander Bobby Mahoney. He delivers a first pitch fastball for a strike to Enright. Dirtbags still without their regular leadoff man, Trevor Goldenetz. Got hit by a pitch on Monday. Had to leave that game against Cal Baptist and did not appear in last night's game. Fastball misses just low to even the count at 1-1. Goldenetz, a big presence missing from this Long Beach State lineup. He's got a .489 on base percentage that is absent from the top of the lineup. Enright showed bunt, but pulled it back as another fastball missed. So you could make the argument both offenses are without their biggest threat. Jake Evans has been right there with Goldenetz and leading this Long Beach State offense. Breaking ball in from Mahoney for a strike, and the count's 2-2. Sophomore Trotter Enright takes one down low. He's worked a full count to begin the bottom of the first. Enright batted third yesterday. He was 0 for 3 before getting pinch hit for in the 9th. The payoff missed inside. A good at bat from Trotter Enright as he draws a leadoff walk. Bobby Mahoney comes in with good success so far in his freshman season. 2-2 record, a .390 ERA, 1.11 walks and hits per inning pitched. He's been part of the starting rotation throughout the year that has been so good for Cal State Fullerton. Started with Micaiah Negretti yesterday, throwing 7 shutout innings. The first pitch slider bends in for a strike to Jake Evans. Mahoney's 0-1. Another breaking ball. Check swing tapper in front of home plate. Mahoney's only play is the first. Evans checked his swing and hit a little nubber ground ball. Mahoney goes straight to first base, and Enright advances to second with 1 out now in the inning. Matt Toomey in next, moves up from batting 5th yesterday. Had a couple of hits, so TJ Bruce moving him up to 3 today. One of 2 dirtbags that had a multi-hit performance in the loss. Man on second with 1 out. Fastball misses up and away. It's 1-0 Cal State Fullerton. Bottom of the first inning. Dirtbags trying to strike back after they got blown out on their home field to start this rivalry series. 1-0. Fly ball out into left field. They're shaded in the gap. Burdick, long way to go. He looks up and it's bouncing over the wall. A ground rule double for Matt Toomey brings in a run, and the Dirtbags have their first run of the series. It's 1-1 in the first.
That was some very good thing right there. I mean, the biggest goal right now is to attack early, and that's all they got. And right now, we're all tied.
Matt Toomey's absolutely the hitter to choose if you're looking for someone to be aggressive. Second pitch of the at-bat, he takes it opposite field, bouncing off the track and over the wall. So the Dirtbags get even real quick. Toomey's out at second base now with good speed for the Dirtbag RBI leader, Dylan Lena. Lena's driven in 36 this season as he digs into the right-handed box. 1 out and Toomey out at second. Mahoney comes set, looks back. Now comes downhill. Lena fouls it off his leg. Feel a revitalization in this crowd immediately with the score getting tied. Had to be some thoughts of here we go again after Fullerton jumped out ahead last night. But the Dirtbags get it tied this time. They've got a chance to take the lead now. A 1 pitch to Lena. Slider misses outside. Lena's only batting .225 in his senior campaign. A lot of power in his bat. His long hair dangling down over his jersey number. So curveball misses down and away. It's 2-1 to the Dirtbag third baseman. There's some streaks of sunlight that are out in front of the mound now. Just peeking through the grandstands. 2-1. Swung on and missed. Big hack from Dylan Lena, and he came up empty. So counts even at 2-2. The Titans pretty much straight up on defense. The shortstop O'Hara is shaded over in the 5.5 hole. Kim hugging the line at third. 2-2, swung on and missed. Chased a fastball up at his eyes. And Lena goes down swinging for the second out.
Left fielder number 9, Smith Chandler.
It's the first strikeout of the night for Bobby Mahoney. And now Smith Chandler will step in next. Chandler batted leadoff yesterday. Went 0 for 4. 3 groundouts and a strikeout. First pitch just caught the outside corner for strike 1. Chandler's a first-year Dirtbag. Transferred in from junior college. Batting .289 this year. 0-1, ground ball over to the left side. Kim tips it, and it gets into left field. Toomey's gonna come in to score. Smith Chandler gives the Dirtbags the lead. It's 2-1 in the first. There's a ground ball over towards third base. Cameron Kim, the third baseman, ranged over to his left, just caught a piece of it off the end of his glove, and it deflected past Kate O'Hara and into left field. No chance to get Toomey rounding third and scoring. It looked like O'Hara had the range to get there. Would have been a tough play still to get the speedy Chandler from deep in the 5.5 hole. So Kim tried to cut in front and make the play himself. Instead, it's 2-1 Dirtbags with Caden Smacka up now. First to pick off throw to first, but Chandler dives back. Has been scored a hit. 2-1 Dirtbags in the first inning. First pitch to Caden Smacka, in there at the knees for strike one. It's the first lead the Dirtbags have had so far in the weekend series. Another pickoff throw to first, but Chandler dives back. He does have good speed over there, 4 for 5 on stolen base attempts this year. This is a Dirtbags team that loves to run. .31 stolen bases on the year as a team. Swing and a miss from Smacka, and he's behind 0-2. Another JUCO transfer, Caden Smacka. Another pickoff throw to first, but Chandler's safe. Smacka came from the College of Southern Nevada, Las Vegas native. Only batting .220 this year, but getting the start at DH. Chandler runs, and it's tapped foul. Off one bounce, the catcher Lombardi came up and grabbed it, but Kelly Gonzalez waves it dead. Those streaks of lights through the grandstands now out on the pitcher's mound. Won't be very long until they've worked their way past, and the whole infield will officially be in the shade. Shortstop O'Hara still using his glove to shield the sun. Runner goes again, pitch misses low. Throw down to second base is not in time. Smith Chandler has his 5th steal of the year. The Dirtbags have another man in scoring position.
I mean, just like what you said, I mean, he's got the wheels, and he's been very successful at stealing bases.
Putting his speed to use. It's a 1-2 count to Caden Smacka. Mahoney comes home. Breaking ball misses low, and he did not go around. Just did check his swing. Lombardi immediately jumped up after picking the ball out of the dirt to tag him. Dirtbags have scored 2 already in this first inning. They lead by 1. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Smacka out ahead of another breaking ball. So Mahoney able to get out of the inning without further damage, but the Dirtbags take a lead. 2 runs in the first, going to the second, 2-1 Long Beach State on 22 West Radio. Top of the second inning with the Dirtbags ahead 2-1. Max Ortega leading things off for Cal State Fullerton. Was on the bench yesterday, but gets the start at first base for game 2. He's just below the Mendoza line on the year, batting 198. First pitch on the outside corner, good sinker from Howe for the first strike. Ortega is one of 2 seniors in the starting lineup for Cal State Fullerton that have been with the Titan program all 4 years of their careers. As he swings and misses and is behind in 1-2. Ortega and Eli Lopez, the right side of the infield tonight for the Titans. Both 4-year Cal State Fullerton program guys. Slider goes to the backstop. Ortega had a decent amount of playing time last year. He's lost the starting catcher job this year, though, to Nico Lombardi. He fouls one off to stay alive. The sunlight's moved up onto the legs of Luke Howe. Goes out of the windup and paints the outside corner with a sinker. Nice pitch from Luke Howe for a called strike 3 in the first out of the inning.
Shortstop number 50, Cade O'Hara.
It's the second punch out for Howe, both of them looking. Cade O'Hara in the box next. Corner infielders pulled in for Long Beach State. With the middle infielders with their feet on the grass. First pitch from Howe. Changeup that just stayed high. This is the 30th pitch for Luke Howe. It's tapped on the ground over towards shortstop. Trotter Enright ranges in and throws across in time. Third 6-3 put out of the game so far. There's 2 down and nobody on for Cal State Fullerton. Brings up the number 9 batter, Cam Burdick. Had a busy night yesterday in center field. Made a couple nice catches, but didn't quite join the party as a hitter with the rest of his teammates. Finished 0 for 5 in a night that Cal State Fullerton scored 10. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and breaking ball misses outside. It was Cam Burdick who was retired to end both of those first 2 innings yesterday. Cal State Fullerton brought the whole lineup to the plate. Both of the first 2 frames. 4 runs apiece. Howe misses again, and the count's 2-0. It was a tough thing to have your teammates have as good of a night as they did, but Cam Burdick had a hat trick. He has a line drive here right to second base. Jake Evans there to put it away. It's a 1-2-3 second inning for Luke Howe. Dirtbags keep a 2-1 lead going to the bottom half of the second on 22 West Radio. Dirtbags coming back up with the bottom third of the order due up. Aaron Perez will lead things off. Take it through the Cal State Fullerton defense behind Bobby Mahoney. Nico Lombardi completes the battery in the squat. Cameron Kim at third base. Kate O'Hara at shortstop. Elan Lopez at second. Max Ortega at first. Outfield left to right. Nick Miller, Cam Burdick, and Andrew Kirchner. Aaron Perez came off the bench in the 9th inning just to play defense at first base yesterday. Now in the starting lineup, and he rubs a line drive into right field. The first pitch that he sees, Aaron Perez has a single to lead off the second.
Looked like Eli Lopez was about to make the play right there. A nice jumping catch, but it's probably out of reach.
Just above the outstretched glove of Eli Lopez. So Aaron Perez has a single to start the second. That brings up Damon Valdez. Had 2 hits yesterday. Only 5 of them for the Dirtbags, so it's a good game for the true freshman catcher, and he gets to start again in game 2 of the series. TJ Bruce talked quite a bit in the post-game scrum yesterday about the long-term vision as Valdez shows bunt and pulls it back. The pitch misses low. Damon Valdez is a big part of that long-term vision. Bruce said that Valdez comes from a baseball family. He's got a brother that plays at Hawaii, a left-handed pitcher that when Hawaii came to Blair Field earlier this year, got to face off with his younger brother. Valdez from right here in Long Beach. It's Los Alamitos High School. Shows bunt again, pulls it back, but this pitch is on the outside corner for strike 1. TJ Bruce on the top step of the Dirtbag dugout, running through a set of signs. Not a ton of speed from Aaron Perez at first base. Valdez back in there, shows bunt again and pops it up in foul territory. That's going to land on the warning track. Count is 1-2 to Damon Valdez. Reed Montgomery on deck, batting 9th tonight for the Dirtbags. Has sporadically gotten playing time this year, and in some games has batted as high as the 3 spot. 1-2 slider, pulled foul. Dirtbags already with 3 hits off of Bobby Mahoney. It's 2-1 Long Beach State in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Man on first and nobody out. Another 1-2 swung on and missed. Mahoney gets Valdez to chase down below the knees. 1 out now, and Perez stays put at first. It's the 3rd strikeout for Mahoney so far. And in steps Reed Montgomery. There's a weird looking play right at the end of last night's blowout that Montgomery entered for. So he grounds one over to shortstop. O'Hara to second base for 1. Throw across to first is in plenty of time. 6-4-3 double play ends the 2nd inning. We're going to 3rd. Still 2-1 Dirtbags on 22 West Radio. Top of the order coming up for Cal State Fullerton in the third. Nick Miller back up there. Was finally retired by the Dirtbags for the first time this weekend in his first at bat. Grounded out to shortstop. He ropes one down the left field line and foul. There's a cheer being led in front of the Dirtbag dugout. If you heard any sounds that were very shriek-like coming through the broadcast.
Kind of scared me a little bit too. I thought somebody was.
It was an unsettling sound.
I don't know.
But it was later met with cheers. Counts 0-1 to Nick Miller. Luke Howell works out of the windup again. Sinker just missed down. Two to one Dirtbags in the top of the third inning. Miller taps one to the backstop. The portion of the infield between the mound and home plate is officially all in shade. Still some sun poking through on the very left side of the infield, and out in left field, Smith Chandler in the sunlight. And a swing and a miss. Nick Miller goes down hacking. Good fastball off the outside corner from Howe for his third punch out. Ty Thomas in next. He also grounded out to shortstop in the first inning. The Dirtbags had a long huddle down the left field line yesterday after the loss. Whole team was crowded around just in fair territory on the other side of the foul line. As the first pitch misses to Thomas. They all stood there with TJ Bruce in the middle of the huddle talking for what I would guess to be 15, maybe 20 minutes. Sinker on the outside corner for a strike. Cal State Fullerton had an equally long huddle down the right field line. Would imagine that one had a slightly more positive feel to it. Howe sails one to the backstop and it counts 2-1. There's been a lot of noise rising around this Dirtbag program in these last few weeks. Unsettled fans that want to see more success from a program as storied as the Dirtbags. There's a ground ball to shortstop. Enright throws low, but Aaron Perez scoops it out. Heck of a play by the Dirtbag first baseman to save an error and get the second out.
That was a great play. It looked like he was about to hit off of his chest, but he ended up getting it. That was a nice win.
Very tough hop. The throw was low and in the tweener territory for Perez to dig it out, but he went down and got it. 2 outs and nobody on now for Cal State Fullerton with Cameron Kim stepping in. TJ Bruce said last night in the post-game scrum that it's a long-term vision that his coaching staff is trying to execute. There's a line drive picked out on the backhand by Enright at shortstop. Throw across is in time again. Luke Howe has another 1-2-3 inning. We're going to the bottom of the third. Still 2-1 Dirtbags on 22 West Radio. Long Beach State coming back up in the bottom of the third inning, still holding a 2-1 lead as the pizza giveaway wraps up at Blair Field. Trotter Enright in the top of the dirtbag order will be coming up. Bobby Mahoney's thrown 30 pitches through 2 innings. True freshman went 7 innings with 7 strikeouts, both career highs in his last start. It was 8 days ago against UC Riverside. First pitch to Trotter Enright, right down Broadway for a strike. Enright's had a busy day on defense so far. His first time up walked and then came around to score. The breaking ball bounces in. There's another 2 groundouts to Enright to end the third inning. He's had 5 ground balls hit to him now. He's made the play on all of them. Takes a fastball at the knees for strike 2. Enright taps one straight back to the backstop to stay alive. This is a dirtbag program that has enjoyed a lot of success previously. Cal State Fullerton is similar in that way. The Titans have actually gotten to the peak of the mountain 4 times as national champions. Enright swings and misses. So he goes down on strikes to begin the third. Long Beach State does not have a national championship. They've been to the College World Series a handful of times. There's one of those College World Series appearing teams that is being honored tonight. So the 1991 Long Beach State alumni are here and were recognized pregame. Jake Evans in the box now, and he hits a ground ball through the middle of the infield and into center. It's a first pitch single for Jake Evans. The Dirtbags have a 1-out base runner. It really has been a heck of a season for Jake Evans. Only had sporadic playing time last year as a freshman, but it was clear TJ Bruce wanted to get him a chance to see some Division I pitching last year, even as he struggled. Finished below the Mendoza line, but as a sophomore has looked like a new man.
Yeah, I mean, talking about Jake Evans, I mean, he's 4th in the Big West with 356 average and a 487 on base and 3rd in the Big West too.
Those numbers were coming into the weekend as Matt Toomey hits a hard ground ball to second. Shovel to second base for 1 and over to first for 2. Second straight inning that Bobby Mahoney rolls a ground ball double play to finish the frame. We're going to the 4th, still 2-1 Dirtbags on 22 West Radio. Top of the 4th inning, Cal State Fullerton trying to get back on track against Luke Howe, who settled into a groove. 7 straight Titans retired. Andrew Kirchner leading things off. First pitch, Kirchner lifts it out of play. Counts 0-1. Luke Howe's been a workhorse for Long Beach State so far this year as a freshman. He's gone at least 5 innings in every single start that he's made. A 1 pitch, hard ground ball over to Enright again. He scoops it and throws across to first. 6 ground ball outs to shortstop from Cal State Fullerton as Trotter Enright stays busy.
I mean, he's doing all the work on defense too.
That's 3 straight outs now, going back to last inning, that have been ground outs to Enright. Luke Howe has gone 7 innings on 3 separate occasions this year. Not often you see that from a true freshman. It's been Howe and Jason Gerfers that have been a true freshman duo in this Long Beach State rotation. Howe misses with the first pitch to Nico Lombardi. Has to be careful about the way you approach talking because their numbers in the grand scheme of things still haven't been ultimately great. Howe still with a 5.09 ERA even through this game. As Lombardi lifts one high in the air, out to left. Smith Chandler ranging back and at the wall. He'll watch it fly. A solo home run from Nico Lombardi has tied this game up in the 4th. That ball touched the moon on its way out of here. A high fly ball that carried over beyond the old fence in left field. It's Nico Lombardi's first home run of the season. It wasn't a cheapie. Eli Lopez in the box now, but looks like the ball got thrown back onto the field and left. So they'll have to track it down. Second home run in the series for Cal State Fullerton after they had one yesterday. Eli Lopez in now with a tie ball game, 2-2 in the 4th inning. 1 out, nobody on. First pitch slider in for a strike. Lopez fouls one off. It counts 0-2. This Long Beach State pitching staff has struggled badly this year. And Luke Howe has had a couple of games that, especially the start against Hawaii, stands out. Gave up 5 runs early on, but still wound up getting through 7. Picked up the win in that game, and the Dirtbag dugout certainly thought of that start better than the numbers ended up looking, as Lopez chases a slider outside, goes down swinging. Back-to-back 3-pitch strikeouts against Eli Lopez.
First baseman, number 36, Max Ortega.
Brings up Max Ortega with 2 outs and nobody on. For Luke Howe, as he's been leaned on heavily. He delivers a strike to Ortega. Part of it's been that he's been willing to rise to that challenge, but another part of it has been that Long Beach's pitching staff as a whole, especially in the bullpen, just has not been reliable. There haven't been quality options to turn to instead of running Howe out there for north of 100 pitches. He misses down low and the count's 1-1 to Ortega. Same has gone for Jason Gerfers. Had one stretch with back-to-back complete games. The pitch misses to Ortega. Counts 2-1. Gurfers and Howe both absolutely deserve props for their ability to get deep in games and come through for what's asked of them in this Dirtbags dugout. Pitch paints the outside corner to make it 2-2.
Probably somewhere sinker around there. I mean, he's pitching at least 2 off speeds, and he's probably going to look for some more. It's best to go with a sinker on this one.
Trying to put away Ortega to end the inning. Slider gets him swinging. Back-to-back punch-outs from Luke Howe. He's up to 5. The Cal State Fullerton ties the game up. Nico Lombardi with his second hit of the night. This one was a solo homer. It's 2-2 going to the bottom of the 4th on 22 West Radio. Long Beach coming back up. Long Beach coming back up with the heart of the order due up. Dylan Lena starting things off. It's 2-2 entering the bottom of the 4th inning. Long Beach had a 2-1 lead, but the catcher for Cal State Fullerton, Nico Lombardi, hit a solo homer in the top of the inning to tie it. This is game 2 of this weekend series. Cal State Fullerton struck first with a 10-0 win yesterday. First pitch breaking ball missed from Bobby Mahoney. Lena struck out in the first inning. Went down chasing a fastball up above the zone. Now he fouls one off his leg. It's his back leg that he's rubbing out. Looks like right above his knee. Not usually the place you see a hitter foul one off. Lena's got the shin guard running halfway up his lower leg on his left side. He fouled that one off his back knee. So he's taking a second to recuperate.
Yeah, just like you said, I mean, that's not where you want to get fouled off by. It's just extremely painful.
The sunlight has worked its way all the way off of the field of play. Still see the sun setting against the trees beyond the fence. 1-1. Fastball missed up and away. Lena does his little mini Soto shuffle. Start calling it the Lena shuffle at this point.
I mean, it's such a great, I mean, that's the goal of that is to get under the pitcher's skin. And that's what he was doing right there.
Lena is certainly a hitter who carries himself with a ton of confidence at all times. Fastball caught the outside corner, evens the count at 2-2. Confidence in the box is a positive trait. 2-2 fouled straight back. Lena had a very good year last season for the Dirtbags. It's his first year here in Long Beach, but was limited a bit by injury. This year he's been healthy the whole way. Grounds one over towards third base. Good scoop by Kim. His throw across is in plenty of time to get Lena. It's a nice play at third base by the UCLA transfer Cameron Kim for the first out. Came in and scooped it on the forehand side and threw on the run a lollipop over to first base. Lena had barely dropped the bat by the time Kim already had the ball. So slick play there by the Fullerton third baseman. That brings in Smith Chandler. First pitch taken on the inside corner for strike one. Bobby Mahoney had back-to-back 7-pitch innings in the second and the third. Now has already thrown 7 in this one. It's a ground ball over to shortstop on the 8th. Kate O'Hara fields and throws across in time. Going to get scooped by Max Ortega, but he picks it out. 2 down, nobody on for the Dirtbags. Caden Smacka will try to extend the inning. I'm Bruce Kuntz alongside Enrique Rivas. You're listening to Long Beach State Dirtbags Baseball on 22 West Radio, broadcasting live at 88.1 FM, KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. Caden Smacka lifted one out of play down the left field line. Two to two in the bottom of the fourth inning. Mahoney works out of the windup again. Line drive off the end of the bat, sinking in left field, and that's going to get down past the diving Nick Miller. It rolls all the way to the wall. Smacka around second. He's trying for third, and he gets there on a slide. It's a 2-out triple for Caden Smacka, and the Dirtbag crowd is into it. They'll have a chance to retake the lead here in the fourth.
I mean, it looked like he was about to make a diving catch for Nick Miller. I mean, it was pretty close, though, but it was still nothing to regard, although it was a nice triple right there.
Nick Miller on the dive, probably still finished at least a few feet away from that ball. I would venture to guess Miller, if he could do it over again, would like to try and keep that ball in front of him. Smacka took advantage, though. Good wheels as he gets to third. Now Aaron Perez comes up with a man in scoring position for the Dirtbags. Perez singled on the first pitch he saw back in the second. See if he's aggressive again. Mahoney comes home and he takes it outside. Dirtbags with 5 hits off of Bobby Mahoney. And after that last one missed, Nico Lombardi went out to talk. Just a 2-man conference on the mound. No action in either bullpen. Both pitchers still fairly fresh. Mahoney has thrown 48 pitches. Luke Howe for the Dirtbags at 54. Now Lombardi's back in the home plate circle and ready to go. Aaron Perez batting .192 with runners in scoring position this year. 1-0 is taken down. The single in the second brought him up to an even 200 batting average overall. It's been a tough season for Perez, first-year Dirtbag, transferred from Utah Tech. Last year he batted .330 with 900 OPS, but hasn't gotten it going in his new uniform. 2-0, line drive out towards center field. Cam Burdick ranging back on a dead sprint. He gets there and makes the catch. Crashed into the wall after reeling it in. That's a ton of range for Cam Burdick in center field. He takes a hit away from Aaron Perez and keeps the score tied. Going to the fifth, it's 2-2 between the Titans and the Dirtbags on 22 West Radio. Luke Howe back out for the top of the fifth inning. All tied 2-2 between Long Beach State and Cal State Fullerton. Game 2 of the 15-mile rivalry series. It's the Titans who won this rivalry series last year down at Goodwin Field in Fullerton. Won 2 of 3. But in 2024, last time the series was played here in Long Beach, it was the Dirtbags who swept Cal State Fullerton. First pitch misses up and in. It's 8-9-1 due up for Cal State Fullerton, starting with Cade O'Hara. O'Hara bounced out to shortstop his first time up. One-0. Ground ball over to Enright at shortstop again. Fields on the backhand. Throw is low, bounces twice, and O'Hara beat it out. A tough play for Trotter Enright at shortstop, and the throw came out low and didn't look like that he had a full grip on the ball. So Cade O'Hara beats it by a step. It's an infield single to start the fifth.
And that was a great effort, though. It was a very strong arm, but it was just too, that was too close right there.
Cam Burdick in next. Saved a run for Cal State Fullerton with a great catch in center field to end the fourth inning. And he'll try and contribute with the bat. It's 0 for 6 in the series. First pitch, ground ball over towards Lena at third base. He throws to second for 1, and no throw from Jake Evans. Couldn't get the ball out of his glove, and would have been tough to get the speedy Burdick anyway. It's a fielder's choice for the first out.
Left fielder number 30, Nick Miller.
Top of the order now for Cal State Fullerton. Nick Miller 0 for 2. First pitch shows bunt, pulls it back as the slider falls in for strike 1. These are a couple of head coaches that both have been doing it for a while. Jason Dietrich, fifth-year head coach for Cal State Fullerton. Pickoff throw to first, but Burdick dives back. TJ Bruce, the second-year head coach for Long Beach State. Both these coaches had long stints as assistants before they got their head coaching jobs at these schools. 0-1 to Nick Miller, taken for strike 2. TJ Bruce is a Long Beach State grad who began his coaching career as an assistant here with the Dirtbags. It's the same story for Jason Dietrich. Graduated from Cal State Fullerton in 1999. Was the pitching coach at one point for a stint with Cal State Fullerton. Didn't start his coaching days with the Titans, but made his way back as the pitching coach for a 5-year stint. Then went to Oregon and Eastern Carolina before working his way back here, now in his 5th season as the head coach. Luke Howe throws over again, and it gets away from Aaron Perez. Cam Burdick moves up to second and then gets the stop sign there. Perez went over and got it, rolling all the way to the warning track. Be an error against Howe. Fullerton now with a man in scoring position.
All right, this is probably a very crucial at bat with Nick Miller up in the box. This should be, hopefully they get out of this.
Base hit could give Fullerton the lead now. Nick Miller is behind 0-2. Burdick with good speed at second base. Howe glances back at him, then comes home. Miller fights it off to stay alive. Both these coaches very rooted in tradition and trying to play to the long-standing culture within their respective programs. Oh, 2 to Miller. Is tapped on the ground over towards third base. Dylan Lena ranging in. He's not going to have a play to first. Burdick advances to third. And an infield single from Nick Miller. Titans now with runners at the corners and 1 out.
Designated hitter number 20, Ty Thomas.
Second infield single of the inning for Cal State Fullerton. So tough luck frame for Luke Howe here. Still with the chance to try and work out of it. Howe does have that power sinker. A good ground ball pitcher. We'll try and get Ty Thomas to ground run for a double play. Thomas has grounded out to shortstop both of his times up tonight. Howe will try and get him to do it again. First pitch, changeup taken at the knees for a strike. Good speed on both first base and third base. Miller 1 for 4 on stolen base attempts this year, but he runs well as Thomas swings through another breaking ball. He's behind 0-2. Cameron Kim on deck. 0-2 pitch from Howe. It's fouled off. Thomas put it right off his leg. Breeze starting to pick up a bit. Blowing out towards the field. Still not blowing as hard as it did yesterday, though. Tomorrow's game has already been pushed back by an hour because of rain in the forecast in the morning. Should be clear of it tonight, though. Another 0-2 from Howe. Right on the outside corner. He paints the black for strike 3. Ty Thomas goes down looking. That's a huge second out for Luke Howe.
Yeah, very huge out right there. And now we have to. Now Cameron Kim is up, and this is going to be another crucial outing to get out of this.
It's the 6th punch out of the night for Howe. He's 1 out from escaping the jam. Set of signs given from TJ Bruce in the Dirtbag dugout. Still first and third with 2 out now in the inning. Cameron Kim 1 for 2 tonight. Had a single in the first and grounded out to shortstop in the third. First pitch from Howe. pop-up on the left side, ranging back into the outfield. Long way to go as Chandler coming in, and he gets there to make the catch. It's a pop out to left for Kim, and Luke Howe leaves a couple stranded. Good work from the freshman to work out of the jam. Going to the bottom of the 5th, we're halfway home. Still 2-2 on 22 West Radio. Bottom of the 5th, Dirtbags with 8, 9, and 1 due up, starting with Damon Valdez. It's a good job in the top half of the inning from the starter Luke Howe to work out the 1st and 3rd with 1 out jam. And a strikeout and a pop-up. Now Damon Valdez steps in with the score still tied 2-2. First pitch taken down low. Bobby Mahoney, the starter for Cal State Fullerton, also still out there. He's thrown 51 pitches. Does look like some stretching going on in the Cal State Fullerton bullpen, but nobody throwing. Valdez checks his swing as another slider misses outside. Counts 2-0. Valdez grounds one over towards second base. Range again, Lopez fields cleanly and tosses to first in plenty of time. 1 out, nobody on for Long Beach State. Reed Montgomery in next. His first time up, grounded into a 6-4-3 double play on the first pitch. Montgomery's a redshirt sophomore, originally from Mission Viejo down in Orange County. First pitch taken down and in. Montgomery has a reputation around this dirtbag team as one of the strongest guys on the roster. Wears the tight jersey and tight pants to match. The Walker Buehler sort of look. Another fastball misses and the count's 2-0.
It kind of gives me a Jaron Durant kind of look.
There's a dirtbag connection. Montgomery fouls one off down the left field line. Jaron Duran, probably the most accomplished, or at least current best player from the Dirtbags in MLB. The Titans would be Tanner Bybee, starting pitcher for the Cleveland Guardians. Duran, of course, is the Red Sox left fielder. He was an all-star last year. In 2024, actually, I believe. Montgomery took another one down low, make the count 3-1.
Also won All-Star MVP in 2024.
Montgomery checks his swing. Pitch missed inside, and the appeal down to third is unsuccessful. So 5-pitch walk for Reed Montgomery out of the 9 spot in the order. The Dirtbags have a 1-out base runner.
Shortstop number 24, Trotter.
It's only the second walk issued tonight by Mahoney. He walked Trotter Enright to lead off the bottom of the first inning. And that was the first walk since. It's Enright stepping back up. This is a pitching staff that is very focused on throwing strikes. It's the trademark of Jason Dietrich. First pitch to Enright, roped foul down the right field line, right off the roof of the Troy and Danielle Tulowitzki batting facility. There are names scattered throughout Blair Field to remind anyone in attendance of the history that this program carries. The Troy and Danielle Tulowitzki batting facility. As a throw over to first isn't in time. There's the Jared Weaver bullpen down the right field line. The Dirtbags have had some really good names come through here. Jaron Duran has made himself one of them. Jeff McNeil still in the big leagues playing with the Athletics. No team location necessary.
No. Sacramento, they're moving to Las Vegas in 2 or 3 years. They just call themselves the Athletics, nothing else.
Acronym ATH.
Yeah.
Cal State Fullerton has Tanner Bybee, we mentioned. Matt Chapman, still productive third baseman for the Giants. Another pickoff throw, Montgomery dives back. Not getting met with some boo birds. The Big West has always been a good baseball conference. A couple of decades ago, it was Long Beach State and Cal State Fullerton at the top. Enright swings and misses, makes it count 0-2. Now it's schools like UC Santa Barbara at the top of the conference. The Gauchos had the 2nd overall pick last year. Tyler Bremner went to the Angels. Now this year they've got Jackson Flora, right-handed starter that has a chance to go in the first round again. 0-2, swung on and missed. Trotter Enright goes down on 3 pitches. 2 outs now with Montgomery still at first.
Second baseman, number 5, Jake Evans.
It's a 5th strikeout for Bobby Mahoney. Jake Evans steps in now, 1 for 2 tonight. Singled in the 3rd inning. See if Montgomery moves at any point. Got a huge lead at first base. First pitch is taken outside. That's why Mahoney has thrown over there so many times. Montgomery looking clearly like he's itching to steal. He's only attempted to steal 1 time this year. Was successful. It's in 22 games and 10 starts. Next one taken for a strike by Evans, and the count's 1-1. Lights have taken over. No more sunlight reflecting off the trees. Pitch misses low to Evans, and the count's 2-1. Now that sunlight reflection has given way to a pale and darkening blue sky. Montgomery runs. It's a hard ground ball over to the 3rd. Knocked down by Kim, but he'll have no play. And he looks like he's shaken up. He goes straight down to the ground. It's an infield single for Jake Evans. And Kim is down on the ground. Looks like it's his left leg, I believe, is where that ball hit. Cameron Kim is down and in some pain.
Yeah, that's the injury for Fullerton they don't want to have. I mean, Kim has been such a big impact for this offense, and now it's just.
He's their 3-hitter and has been a rock of a presence on this team this year. Transferred from UCLA. Plays a great third base. He's back up on his feet, but still gingerly standing on that left leg. Looks like he's struggling to put weight on it. There's a hard ground ball, a bunch of topspin that hit right on the lip of the grass and came up. It's just speculation, but it looked to me like it caught Kim right in the kneecap. That would be why that he's feeling it like this. Ball hit right on the edge of the grass and the dirt and took a sideways hop a bit.
I mean, we don't have the exit velocity on that, but we can definitely look that that ball came in pretty fast too.
It was a screamer. Kim still walking around a bit and shaking out his left leg. Dirtbags are going to have runners on first and second with 2 out in the inning. Chance to try and retake the lead. And now Kim is getting his glove back. He's going to stay in the game. You can see that. He gets some claps from the Blair Field crowd. Matt Toomey coming up for Long Beach State at an RBI double in the first inning. Grounded into a double play in the third. He's up in an RBI spot here. Runners at first and second with 2 out. Tied 2-2 in the bottom of the 5th inning. After the delay, Bobby Mahoney will look to settle back in. The freshman Mahoney at 65 pitches. First pitch breaking ball falls in for a strike. It's a 16-pitch inning so far. Dirtbags have made him work a little bit more in this one. The last 3 innings had 23 pitches combined before this one. Here's a pickoff throw back to second. It was off the glove of O'Hara, but Lopez is there to grab it. Montgomery was getting aggressive with his lead again. Would be certainly a bold call to try and pull off a double steal with 2 outs. Dirtbags do have good speed at both bases, though. 0-1 pitch, misses inside to Toomey. Large secondary lead as well for Reed Montgomery at second base.
Probably the advantage here is probably hit the ball to the left side and he'll probably get some runs scored.
It's O'Hara, the shortstop, who's holding Montgomery on, so he's a little bit out of position. Now he bounces back. 1-1, misses down and away. Toomey back in the left-handed box. 2-1 pitch, fouled straight back. He's right on it. Now it's Deuces Wild in the 5th. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 runners on for the Dirtbags. Scores 2-2. Long Beach State trying to retake the lead. Scored both their runs in the first inning. Have been blanked since by Bobby Mahoney. 2-2 pitch to Toomey. Bounces in. A good block by Lombardi behind the plate. The runners will get a head start now. Full count. Runners at first and second with 2 out. A base hit should give the Dirtbags a lead. Payoff pitch from Mahoney. Breaking ball, missed down low. A great take by Matt Toomey. Oh, it didn't miss by much, but he watches it go by. Bases now loaded for Long Beach State and their RBI leader, Dylan Lena. Third walk of the night issued by Mahoney, second of the inning. And now there's some action going in that Cal State Fullerton bullpen as Jason Dietrich walks out for a mound visit. No indication given yet. Dylan Lena is 0 for 2 tonight against Mahoney. Strikeout and a ground out. Now Kelly Gonzalez walks out to the mound to break up the conference, and Dietrich will be sticking with Mahoney. He's thrown 71 pitches. The Dirtbags have him in some trouble here in the 5th, though. Bases loaded with 2 out. Dylan Lena, right-handed hitting third baseman for Long Beach State, coming up. Lena's got 36 runs driven in this year. This is his 32nd game. Been clutch in these spots all season long. First pitch to Lena, breaking ball popped up high within the infield. Looked like a hanging breaker, but right there, O'Hara makes the catch. Dylan Lena might have missed a good one to hit there, and the Dirtbags leave him loaded going to the 6th. Still tied 2-2 on 22 West Radio. Andrew Kirchner leading off the 6th for Cal State Fullerton. Still tied 2-2, and Luke Howe, the starter, still working for Long Beach State. First pitch out of the windup is popped up out of play. Kirchner 0 for 1, got hit by a pitch in the first inning and then grounded out to shortstop in the 4th. He's the only left-handed batter in the starting lineup for the Titans. Luke Howe, 66 pitches through 5 innings. 0-1, right there at the knees. Good sinker for strike 2. 2 runs that Howe has allowed. There's an RBI double from Nico Lombardi in the first inning, and then a solo home run from Nico Lombardi in the 4th. It's Lombardi waiting on deck. Kirchner behind 0-2. Fouls one off his instep. It's happened quite a few times tonight. Looks like, again, that was his back foot that he fouled the ball into. Dylan Lena earlier fouled one off into his back knee. Another 0-2 from Luke Howe. Missed outside. That one was more of a waste pitch, trying to get a chase. Wind picking up a little bit again. This time it's blown out towards left field. As Howe misses again with a sinker. Counts 2-2. Misses again. And Damon Valdez walks out in front of home plate, trying to give his pitcher a very slight reset. 3 straight balls from Howe, and the count's full. Wind right after I said that is shifted to blow in from left. Full count to Andrew Kirchner, left-handed hitting right fielder. Payoff pitch from Howe is swung on and missed. It gets away from Valdez. He picks it up and throws down to first in time. Luke Howe able to get the strikeout after running the count full for the first out of the inning.
Catcher, number 28, Nico Lombardi.
Seven strikeouts now for Howe tonight. And his greatest foe comes up now. Lombardi has driven in both of the Fullerton runs tonight. Takes the first pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Lombardi homered his last time up for his first round tripper of the season. Oh, 1. Taken again on the outside corner for strike 2. Back to back, same pitch from Howe. It's a sinker that ran back onto the corner. Lombardi's in an 0-2 hole. Howe trying to put him away. Lombardi takes it outside. One-two pitch from Luke Howe. Swung on and missed, and the bat went flying all the way over towards the dirtbag dugout. Nico Lombardi lost it. Luke Howe has back-to-back punch outs to start the 6th.
Second baseman number 1, Eli Lopez.
Good slider for the second out.
I mean, that will look nice in a highlight for Howe with that nice strikeout.
That'll bring up Eli Lopez. Been a tough night so far for the Cal State Fullerton second baseman. 2 strikeouts, both of them on 3 pitches. So I'll try and make Howe work this time. First pitch, taken for a strike. Another good sinker on the outside corner. Lopez dropped his bat off his shoulder as if to say, "You gotta be kidding me." Oh, 1. Chopper on the ground towards shortstop. Enrique Fields on a bunny hop and throws across in plenty of time. 1-2-3 inning for Luke Howe in the 6th. We're going to the bottom half, still tied 2-2 on 22 West Radio. Bottom of the 6th inning, Dirtbags trying to break through against Bobby Mahoney. It's 2-2 with Smith Chandler coming up to lead things off. They had the bases loaded with 2 out in the 5th, but Dylan Lena popped out to end the inning. Mahoney had a show of faith from his manager, Jason Dietrich, to get left in the game for that spot. First pitch here of the 6th is swung on and missed by Chandler. Meat of the order up for Long Beach State, 5, 6, and 7. Chandler takes a strike. He's behind 0-2. Cal State Fullerton entering the day is 1 game back of the 4 spot in the Big West. Actually, they were a half a game back, yeah, of the 4 spot entering the day. UC Santa Barbara already won tonight. Chopper on the ground towards third base. Kim just does keep it fair. Throw across to first, not in time. Smith Chandler beats it out easily. Cameron Kim might have had a better shot if he'd let that ball go and hope it went foul, but it was hit hard enough. Probably wouldn't have.
I mean, from up here, Bruce, it looks like his knee looks like it's pretty fine.
Still an athletic play to even get that ball over to first. But it's an infield single for Smith Chandler. Look around the Big West scoreboard. As I mentioned, UC Santa Barbara beat UC San Diego. That's a matchup between the number 1 and 3 seeds in the Big West. UC San Diego won yesterday. Today, the Gauchos won in walk-off fashion at home, 11-10 in the 11th inning. Game there. Pick-off throw, but Chandler dives back. Oregon State beat Cal Poly 11-6. It's the Mustangs' turn of the 11-team conference to play an out-of-conference series. Oregon State, number 7 in the country. And the other game that's gone final, UC Riverside 9 over CSUN 8. Highlanders trying to sweep CSUN. Should be a surprise result. Caden Smacka fouls off the first pitch as Smith Chandler was running. So he'll have to go back to first. Counts 0-1. CSUN that currently holds that 5 seed in the Big West. They're 9-9 after the 2 losses the last 2 nights. A 1 pitch in the dirt, blocked by Lombardi. So at even 500, CSUN now in danger of losing that 5 spot. UC Irvine at 6-7 behind them. Hawaii at 7-9. But closer race than it looked like it was going to be heading out of the weekend 2 days ago. UC Riverside, the number 10 seed in the conference after the win. They jumped up over Long Beach State with a pickoff throw, but Smith is safe. The Dirtbags at 5-11 now after the Highlanders won are the number 11 dead last place in the Big West. If Long Beach State can win this one tonight, they'll move back up to the 10 seed. Smacka takes one on the inside corner. It counts 1-2. Long Beach was an even 500 in conference play last year. Another pickoff throw, but Chandler dives back. Now met with some boos. Long Beach State finished as the 7 seed because of tiebreakers. They were tied for number 6 with UC San Diego. Cal State Fullerton was the 3 seed at 19-11 in conference play. But then in the Big West tournament that was hosted at Goodwin Field, Cal State Fullerton lost both their games. It was an unceremonious end of the year. Another pickoff throw, but Chandler dives back. Long Beach State has lost 3 in a row coming into today. Runner goes, it's popped up in foul territory. Kim gives it a look. All the way on the warning track, it goes off the netting. Smith Chandler with 6 stolen bases over at first base. Another throw. Mahoney clearly worried about him over there.
I mean, I would too. He has an 85 and a 7% in stolen bases.
He's only been caught once out of his 7 attempts. Another 1-2 to Smacka. Breaking ball, missed down low. Smacka's 1 for 2 tonight. Struck out in the first inning, and then in the 4th, tripled into left field. Wasn't a super hard hit fly ball, but left fielder Millen laid out for it and couldn't make the catch. Ball rolled to the wall and allowed Smacka to get to third. So Mahoney picks off to first base again, but Smith Chandler dives back. No disengagements rule here in college baseball.
Has been either 5th or 6th.
It's what I was thinking. Now Chandler runs. Pitch misses low. Throw down to second base. Not in time. It hit Chandler. And he's got another stolen base as he immediately starts feeling out his back. Second stolen base of the night for Smith Chandler. Dirtbags now with a man in scoring position and nobody out. 3-2 counts Caden Smacka.
I mean, that might be such a relief. I mean, getting picked off around 5th or 6th times to attempt and now just stealing second. I'm pretty sure that was just a relief. Like,
payoff pitch to Smacka. Playable fly ball out into center field. Cam Burdick back a little bit. He's there to make the catch. Chandler tags up. He'll advance to third. So Caden Smacka with a productive out. Dirtbags move to go ahead run up to third base. Aaron Perez will bat next. Titans bringing the infield in. Go ahead run 90 feet away for Long Beach State. And now this is interesting. Cal State Fullerton bringing their shortstop Kate O'Hara over onto the second base side of the second base bag. But it looked like there was some confusion, so now Jason Dietrich is going to walk out of the dugout for a mound visit. There's been continued action down in the Cal State Fullerton bullpen. No point given yet here, though. At least for now, this looks like just a regular mound visit without a pitching change. And now the move will be made after talking for a moment. As soon as Kelly Gonzalez, the home plate umpire, got out there, Jason Dietrich is making the move. Pitching change for Cal State Fullerton. Dirtbags have a go-ahead run 90 feet away with 1 out. We'll introduce the new Titan arm up next on 22 West Radio. New pitcher coming in for Cal State Fullerton is the junior right-hander Chris Hernandez, pitching in his 13th game this year. 3.09 ERA, coming in to try and keep this game tied. Runner at third base is the responsibility of Bobby Mahoney. Aaron Perez coming up for Long Beach State, left-handed hitting first baseman, try and give the Dirtbags the lead. Infield in all the way across for Cal State Fullerton, man at third with 1 out. First pitch from Hernandez. Ground ball over to second base. Stabbed by Lopez. Throw home is high, and it goes straight to the backstop. Chandler's in to score, and Perez advances to second. The Dirtbags take a 3-2 lead in the 6th.
Very great speed right there. Just got to be aggressive on the plate. And that was it right there. I mean, that was huge.
An RBI for Aaron Perez. Probably call it a fielder's choice. But the throw was high, so there will be an error against Eli Lopez as well. Dirtbags back ahead, 3-2. Now they've got Perez out at second base, so still only 1 out. Damon Valdez batting next. That run goes against the line of Bobby Mahoney, so he can set his final tally. 5 1/3 innings, 7 hits, 3 earned runs. First pitch taken for a strike by Valdez. 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, and 83 pitches for Mahoney. The 0-1 taken outside. Damon Valdez is 0 for 2 tonight, strikeout and ground out. Cues one off the end of the bat in a short left field, ranging in. Miller able to make the catch. Perez stays put at second base. Now 2 outs in the inning.
Right fielder number 12, Reed Montgomery.
Brings up the number 9 hitter, Reed Montgomery. Montgomery 0 for 1, grounded into a double play in the second inning and walked in the 4th. First pitch to Reed Montgomery. Fastball missed inside. Good job by Lombardi. Sprawl out to his right to get it. One out count to Montgomery. Still a man in scoring position for the Dirtbags. Fastball misses low. Counts 2-0 with Long Beach State ahead by a run. 3-2 Dirtbags in the bottom of the 6th inning. Now Hernandez steps off. This Dirtbag crowd has gotten a little restless. Two-0. Fly ball out into the right center gap. Kirchner ranging over. He gives away to Burdick, and Burdick makes the catch just in front of the track. Reed Montgomery gave it a ride, but it just stays in the yard. Dirtbags get the lead back, though. Single run in the 6th inning, and we go to the 7th. 3-2 Dirtbags on 22 West Radio. Max Ortega batting for Cal State Fullerton to lead off the 7th inning. Titans once again chasing a run. They trailed 2-1 after the first inning. Were able to tie it up on a solo home run in the 4th from Nico Lombardi. Score stayed 2-2 until that last half an inning, the bottom of the 6th. Dirtbag scored one to retake the lead. First pitch taken outside by Ortega. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts tonight against Luke Howe. The Long Beach starter still out there to begin the 7th. He's throwing 80 pitches. His next one is in for a strike. Sinker on the outside corner. Does appear to be some action in the Long Beach State bullpen. See how long of a leash Howe gets with the Dirtbags in the lead. Misses down low with the next one, and the count's 2-1. Bruce Kuntz alongside Enrique Rivas. You're listening to Long Beach State Dirtbags Baseball on 22 West Radio, broadcasting live at 88.1 FM KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. Ortega fouls one off his leg. The count's 2-2. It's the beauty of baseball that Long Beach could lose 10-0 yesterday. Really did not have almost any positives to take from that game. Bounce back today. Ortega pulls one foul to stay alive. If they can hold this lead, they'll have even the series, and every win counts just the same. The one positive they could take from yesterday, Kaimi Kahalekai had by far his longest outing of the year. After the starter Caleb Anderson only went an inning and a third, Kahalekai entered and pitched 5 2/3 in relief. It was once the game was already out of hand, but Kahalekai saved the rest of this Dirtbag bullpen. Ortega swings and misses. Luke Howe has his 9th punch out.
I mean, that was nice right there. I mean, one more strikeout, he leads up to 10. And pretty impressive. Pretty impressive night for Howe.
He's matched a career high now. Had 9 strikeouts against UC Irvine at the end of March. Kate O'Hara, next batter for Cal State Fullerton. First pitch grounded foul down the third base line. Six straight Titans retired for Luke Howe. One of his better outings of the season tonight, but the runs that he's allowed have been earned. But 9 strikeouts and 0 walks through 6 1/3. Now O'Hara takes one for a ball. Dirtbag crowd didn't like the call.
No ABS here in this college.
It's the 5th time this season that Howe has pitched into the 7th inning. So O'Hara fouls one back and the count's 1-2. It's only in 9 starts. Said earlier, he's gone at least 5 in every single game that he's pitched. Served a valuable role in the weekend rotation throughout his true freshman season. Line drive off the end of the bat, bounces once, Enright stabs it, throw across the diamond, bounces once, but is not in time to get O'Hara. Second infield single to shortstop of the night for O'Hara. He's placing his ground balls in the 5.5 hole well.
Center fielder number 2, Cam Burdick.
And yeah, another close play right there. I mean, great arm, but just couldn't get it down.
It was really a repeat of his last at bat. O'Hara in the 5th inning hit a 1 hopper in the 5.5 hole, and Wright went to get it and then threw across on a 1 hop, but O'Hara beat it out. Same exact thing just happened there. Brings up Cam Burdick First pitch to the Titans center fielder, taken for a strike on the outside corner. The 0-1 swung on and missed. Burdick didn't look close to catching up to that one. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Line out and a fielder's choice. It's after he went 0 for 5 yesterday. Fullerton center fielder trying to break the seal, but it won't be this time. Luke Howe gets him swinging on another sinker. And for the first time in Luke Howe's collegiate career, he's into double digits. 10 strikeouts on the night for the freshman right-hander.
I mean, what a night for Howe. I mean, he was just very impressive. I mean, this is what he's been doing all season.
He's going to try and get through the 7th. It's the top of the order up now for the Titans with Nick Miller stepping in. Man at first with 2 out. Dirtbags lead 3-2. First pitch taken outside. Miller 1 for 3 with a single in the 5th. Some infield chopper over to third base that Dylan Lena had no chance on. It was after Miller went 4 for 4 and reached all 6 times yesterday. Howe picks over to first, but O'Hara dives back. O'Hara has not attempted to steal a base this year. One-0, slider, grounded over to third. Lena goes the short way to second and gets the out there. Luke Howe threw 7 2-run innings with a career-high 10 strikeouts. We'll see if that's it for him. Luke Howe now has thrown 92 pitches. He's gone higher than that. Surpassed 100 pitches in each of his last 2 starts and 3 of the last 4. So we'll see if TJ Bruce sends the freshman back out. Either way, the Flames at Blair Field will stretch. 3-2 Dirtbags lead on 22 West Radio. Top of the order up for Long Beach State as they look for insurance. It's Trotter Enright leading things off. 3-2 Long Beach State in the bottom of the 7th inning. Been a great outing from Long Beach's starting pitcher, Luke Howe. Dirtbags trying to back him up with some more cushion. Howe's thrown 92 pitches through 7. We'll see if he's done. Now the Dirtbags up to bat. Trotter Enright has reached once tonight. Takes the first pitch down low for ball 1. It was a walk in the first inning. Enright came around to score. He struck out each of his last 2 times on changeups. Hernandez delivers one in for a strike. This is the 4th batter that Chris Hernandez has faced. Slider rope down the right field line. Will it stay fair? It does not. Just barely gets foul. Enright a couple of feet away from extra bases. Instead, the count's 1-2.
Yeah, that was too close. That would have been very huge right there if it was fair.
He gives a slow walk back to the home plate circle. Been a very busy night on defense for Trotter Enright. Moved up to the leadoff spot tonight after he batted 3rd yesterday. He's usually hit down in the middle part of the order for Long Beach State this year. They're missing their regular leadoff man, Trevor Goldenetz. Fights off a fastball to stay alive. It's been an interesting dynamic in this game with Long Beach State missing Trevor Goldenetz, Cal State Fullerton missing Paul Contreras. 2 of the most impactful hitters in the entire Big West. They've both been out of the lineup for their respective teams tonight. Enright fouls off another one to stay alive. Paul Contreras is leading the Big West in hitting on the year. Batting .500 in Big West play and leading overall as well. And Trevor Goldenetz is 2nd in hitting at .369. So that's the top 2 hitters in the Big West by batting average. They've been out tonight for their teams. Enright takes one up and out. It counts 2-2. Trotter Enright leading off the bottom of the 7th inning. Dirtbags leading by a run. Slider hit off the end of the bat. Ground ball over to shortstop. Fielded by O'Hara. Throw on the run is in time to get Enright. Slick play at shortstop from Cade O'Hara for the first out.
Number 5, Jake Evans.
Jake Evans in next. He's 2 for 3 tonight. Just continuing a fantastic spring. First, Jason Dietrich will walk out of the Cal State Fullerton dugout. There is a righty throwing down the Fullerton bullpen, and Dietrich is going to him. Pitching change being made for Cal State Fullerton with 1 out and nobody on. The bottom of the 7th inning, Jason Dietrich going to the bullpen to face Jake Evans. We'll be right back on 22 West Radio. New pitcher for Cal State Fullerton is the senior right-hander Brock Mayer. He enters for his 15th game of the season. First year Titan, 4.5 ERA and 22 innings. Transferred in from Point Loma. Jake Evans in the box to face him. 1 out and nobody on in the bottom of the 7th inning. Long Beach State ahead 3-2. Second game of the 15-mile rivalry series. Right on right matchup. Mayer goes over the head in the windup. Jake Evans fouls it off. Evans has singles in each of his last 2 at-bats. In the 5th inning, it was an infield single. A 1 pitch from Mayer. Breaking ball lined into center field. It's a 3-hit day for Jake Evans. He pulls into first with a single. The Dirtbags have a 1-out base runner. Jake Evans continues to rake. There was a portion early on in the year when he started hot that, based off his stats last year, batted below the Mendoza line. It seemed like he was due to cool off, but he's just kept hitting. Jake Evans batting above 350 now. And that brings in Matt Toomey. Evans with 3 steals on 5 attempts down at first base. First pitch to Toomey taken off the outside corner for ball 1. Toomey has reached twice tonight. Had an RBI double in the 1st inning. Walked in the 5th. (1-0). Missed down low again for ball 2. Toomey's batting .260 this year. .390 on base percentage though. 10 walks and 13 hit by pitches. He chops one on the ground to the right side, just gets foul. Long Beach trying to do what they can to cushion this lead. It's 3-2 in the bottom of the 7th inning. Cal State Fullerton certainly won't go down without a fight. And knowing that Paul Contreras took batting practice before the game, you have to be wondering if he's available to pinch hit at any point for the Titans. Next one in for a strike to Toomey. Just caught the black on the outside corner. TJ Bruce also described Trevor Goldenet's injury as a day-to-day situation. He was hit by a pitch in the hand on Monday. He's been out for both of the games in this series. Evans runs from first. Pitch misses outside. Throw down to second is not in time. Jake Evans just got in there ahead of the throw for his 4th stolen base of the year.
Yeah, that was too close right there. I mean, that was just great jump too.
Gave a full head-first slide and just beat the tag. Dirtbags with a man in scoring position now. Full count with 1 out to Matt Toomey. Mayer steps off. O'Hara, the shortstop, holding on. Evans at second base. Standing right behind the runner. Now he bounces back to his position. Payoff pitch to Toomey. Lifted out into playable left field. Miller a bit to his left. And he's camped underneath and makes the catch. Evans deep to tag, and the throw sails way high. Kim comes off the third base bag to get it. Throw was offline, but Evans has to stay put at second. Dylan Lena in next. with a chance to redeem himself from his last at bat. Came up with the bases loaded in the 5th inning and popped out on the first pitch. Looked like a hanging breaking ball, at least from up here as well, that he missed. So, you know, Lena excited to have a chance for an RBI here. Jake Evans out at second base. Lena's 0 for 3 tonight. The strikeout, ground out, and that pop out. O'Hara shaded way over in the 5.5 hole at shortstop. First pitch popped up and out of play by Lena. Evans already stole second base, so he's shown he's got good speed. Lopez paying just behind the second base bag, slightly on the second base side, as Lena comes up empty, swinging at a fastball. Dirtbag third baseman in an 0-2 hole. Batting .280 this season with runners in scoring position, much higher than his .219 overall average. 36 runs driven in. Lena trying to add one more. 0-2. Mayer trying to put him away. Slider is lifted out into short left field. Ranging back, O'Hara into the grass, called off by Miller, and Nick Miller makes the catch. Dirtbags leave another man stranded in scoring position. We're going to the 8th, still 3-2 Long Beach State on 22 West Radio. Luke Howe is back out there for the 8th inning, 92 pitches into his start. The Dirtbags are sending the freshman back out there to face the meat of the Titan order. 2, 3, and 4 due up, starting with Ty Thomas. 4th time that he's faced Thomas tonight. He's 0 for 3. First pitch from Howe is a ground ball over to third, jammed him. Lena picks it up and throws across in time to get Thomas. It's the first pitch out to begin the 8th. Couldn't start the inning any better than that for Luke Howe. 93 pitches pitching into the 8th inning. Howe has set a couple of career highs now tonight with his 10 strikeouts and now with 7 1/3 innings pitched. First pitch to Cameron Kim. Bounced in there. It's 1-0.
We'll see how Cameron Kim does in this AB. I mean, obviously that earlier about the nice little knee. The ball must have hit him, and let's see if he see if any base running will work. I mean, he has 15 doubles and leads in the Big West. He's tied for 8th in the nation.
He swung and missed the last pitch. Cameron Kim has been an impact player for Fullerton this year, transferred from UCLA. Had limited playing time there over the last 2 years. He's gotten the chance as the everyday third baseman for the Titans, and here he grounds one through the left side. It's a 1-out base hit for Cameron Kim. Fullerton puts the tying run on base.
I mean, yeah, this is a whole lot. I mean, Division I baseball writer Mike Rooney in the offseason said in a quote, he said, might not be a player in the Big West with more upside than Kim. It's pretty high praise there for him.
Kim at first base now. Long Beach sticking with Luke Howe again. Andrew Kirchner coming up. Left-handed hitting right fielder for the Titans. He's 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch tonight. First pitch from Howe, missed down low. Throw back down to first base is not in time to back pick Kim. Valdez popped right up and had to throw behind the batter. Kim dove back head first. 3-2 Long Beach State in the top of the 8th inning. Man on first with 1 out for Cal State Fullerton. 1-0 from Howe, a sinker just missed. That one was close. Wasn't the best reception that Valdez has had tonight. It was set up outside. The pitch was down and in. Quick pickoff throw is close, and they didn't get him. Woo, Cameron Kim almost got picked off.
Wow.
Great move on the mound from Howe. Real close there, but Kim is still on first. Kirchner struck out his last time up there. Now we've got timeout called. The pitch clock had hit 0. I believe the timeout was called by Ray Patchen down at third base, trying to clarify. Home plate umpire Kelly Gonzalez did add extra time to the clock after that last pickoff attempt. So the count stays 2-0. It's tipped into the glove by Kirchner. Count now 2-1. Another quick throw over, but Kim dives back. It's the same move that Howe almost got him 1 pitch ago, picking off before he comes set.
Yeah, I mean, that would be huge for the Dirtbags. I mean, Kim's got some wheels on him too, and he can definitely fly around, but yeah, that was a pretty close play on that pickoff.
2-1, sinker just missed outside. And Kirchner's ahead 3-1. Howe now exactly at 100 pitches. It's 3-1 to Kirchner. Fouled straight back. Right on a fastball, but couldn't get it fair.
Should probably be on this pitch looking for an off speed and try to slow it down.
3-2 with a man on first and 1 out. Howe picks off again, but Kim dives back. Ten strikeouts tonight for Luke Howe. Already set a new career high. His 102nd pitch as the runner goes. It's lifted out towards right center, ranging over into the gap. Montgomery on a dead sprint. He's not going to get there. Bounces off the wall. Kim is going to come around to score, and Andrew Kirchner pulls into second base with a game-tying RBI double. It's 3-3 in the 8th.
I mean, smart choice from Kim. It was just a nice hit and run right there. That is very huge, and now this game is all tied. And looks like might be done.
Here comes Abe Alvarez from the dirtbag dugout. Long Beach State's pitching coach hasn't given the point down, and now he does. It's a pitching change coming for Long Beach State. Looks like there was a little bit of a hesitation. Abe Alvarez was coming out of the dugout. He didn't give the point. I didn't think he did the point, and it looks like he didn't. There was a reliever for Long Beach State that came running out of the bullpen, and Alvarez had to look out there and say, "I didn't call for you." So
Wow.
he turns around and goes back to the bullpen. Not often you see that one.
I mean, we'll see right here if Al will still stay in the game or just go to the bullpen. But
Alvarez is sticking with his starter. So Luke Howe is going to get a chance to stay in this game. It's at 102 pitches after giving up the game-tying RBI double. Big-time show of faith here from Abe Alvarez to leave in the true freshman. Now Jason Dietrich came out. He had a word with the home plate umpire, Kelly Gonzalez, and headed back to his dugout. Looks like we're ready to go. Luke Howe staying in to face Nico Lombardi for a 4th time. Lombardi's already got him twice, an RBI double in the 1st and a solo home run in the 4th. Now Howe steps off the mound, takes off his hat. Looking like there might be an issue with the pitch calm. Now he's back on the mound. Looks like he's good with it. Man at second with 1 out, all tied 3-3 in the top of the 8th inning. First pitch from Howe to Lombardi, swung on and missed. Actually tipped it into the glove, just caught a piece. Either way, it's strike 1. There is action down in the dirtbag bullpen. I couldn't tell for sure, but I think it was Van Larson that came running out. Lefty reliever would be ready. Next pitch, a sinker that misses outside. Andrew Kirchner, the runner at second base after his game-tying RBI double. 8 hits on the night for Cal State Fullerton against Luke Howe. 1-1 pitch. Slider swung on and missed. Another good breaking ball. And Howe's ahead 1-2. The crowd is into it here. Getting behind their true freshman on the mound.
well, all of it has to do with on the umpire too, the home plate umpire.
1-2. Slider bounced in there, gets blocked by Valdez. After Lombardi had extra base hits in his first 2 at-bats, struck out in a slider in the 6th. 2-2. Line drive, bounces once and gets to Enright at shortstop. He throws across the diamond, and it's there for the 2nd out. Another 6-3 ground out. Runner stays put at second base. No movement from the dirtbag dugout. They're sticking with Luke Howe again. Facing Eli Lopez, who has had a tough night against the dirtbag starter. 2 3-pitch strikeouts and then The second pitch ground out. There's going to be a timeout called by Jason Dietrich. He steps out in front of the Fullerton dugout to have a talk with Eli Lopez. Three to three tie ball game in the top of the 8th inning. Long Beach was leading 2-1 after the first. Titans tied it up with a home run in the 4th inning. The score stayed 2-2 until the bottom of the 6th when Long Beach State added 1 to retake the lead. And then now here in the top of the 8th, an RBI double from Andrew Kirchner tied this game back up at 3. Conference is broken and Eli Lopez is ready to step back in. Man on second with 2 outs. Lopez could give the Titans a lead with a hit. First pitch, fouled straight back. Counts 0-1 to Eli Lopez, senior second baseman for Cal State Fullerton. 0-1 from Luke Howe. Chopper on the ground to the left side. Dylan Lena fields it, and it's just foul. Play gets waved off by Ray Patchen at third base. That one was very close to bouncing over the corner of the third base bag.
I mean, it would be nice for Howe to get out of this inning.
Damon Valdez is looking over towards the dirtbag dugout like he thinks it stayed fair. Either way, Eli Lopez will get to keep his at-bat going, although he's in an 0-2 hole. Luke Howe looking for one more strike. 109 pitches for the freshman. He's 110th. Misses down low. Andrew Kirchner, the runner at second. Not the best speed on the Titans. One, two, slider missed down and away. Dirtbags outfielders all playing a step or two in, giving themselves a chance to throw out the runner on a base hit. Especially in center field and right field, Toomey and Montgomery both playing in.
I mean, it's the right move just to get the runner on second out.
2-2 slider missed outside. Counts full with first base open. Max Ortega, the on-deck batter. Eli Lopez with a full count, stepping back in. Go-ahead run out at second base. Payoff pitch from Luke Howe. Popped up and out of play. Lopez stays alive. Dialed up a heater there, did Lopez, after 3 straight breaking balls before that. See if he goes back to the slider or sticks with the hard stuff. Count still full. Howe sets at the chest. Another payoff pitch. Pop up into short left field, playable for Chandler. He's camped and he makes the catch. Luke Howe is through 8 innings. And he gets a standing ovation from some of the fans here at Blair Field. Fullerton does get the game tied. An RBI double from Andrew Kirchner. Luke Howe gets out of it without further damage. Going to the bottom of the 8th, it's 3-3 on 22 West Radio. 5, 6, and 7 due up for Long Beach State in the bottom of the 8th inning, starting with Smith Chandler. It's 3-3 between the Dirtbags and the Titans. This game's been a back and forth battle all the way through. Still Brock Mayer on the mound for Cal State Fullerton. First pitch slider in there for a strike to Chandler. 2 hits tonight for the Dirtbag left fielder. He drove in a run with a single in the first, and then singled and eventually scored a run in the 6th. Breaking ball misses, and the count's 1-1. Plenty of tension in the crowd. The 1-1 pitch misses down low.
That was a good take.
Cal State Fullerton tied it up in the top half of this inning. Double from the right fielder, Andrew Kirchner. Pop up out of play, evens the count at 2-2. Luke Howe still managed to get out of the inning. Got through 8, new career high for the freshman starting pitcher for Long Beach State. Stranded Kirchner out at second. So we're all tied, 3-3. Game 2 of a 15-mile rivalry. Chandler fouls one straight back. The count stays 2-2. It's Chandler, Smacka, and Perez up here in the 8th for Long Beach State. Line drive is going to fall into right field. Smith Chandler has his 3rd hit of the game, and he's set the table again. Leadoff man on first for Long Beach State.
I mean, this late in the inning, this is pretty huge right there. I mean, let's see what we can find for the Dirtbags to drive in a run in the bottom of the 8th.
Chandler has already stolen 2 bases tonight, and it was the same scenario in the 6th inning. Chandler singled to lead off the frame, eventually came around to score. They'll try and do the same thing here to give the Dirtbags back the lead. First, Caden Smacka comes up. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Strikeout, a flyout, and a triple. Before Smacka's at bat can start, Jason Dietrich comes walking out of the Cal State Fullerton dugout. There is a lefty throwing down in the Fullerton bullpen. And he's going to go to him for the left-handed hitting Caden Smacka. See if TJ Bruce counters with a pinch hitter of his own or leaves in Smacka. Either way, Cal State Fullerton making a pitching change on 22 West Radio. Cal State Fullerton has gone to their closer here in the 8th inning. Andrew Wright, the left-hander, into the game. Junior was first team All Big West last year. Has similar success so far this season. A 2.37 ERA across 15 games. Left-hander with very good stuff. 26 strikeouts in 19 innings. He'll be facing a pair of lefties for Long Beach State with a man on first and nobody out. All tied 3-3 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Caden Smacka immediately showing bunt. Wright steps and throws the first. Chandler gets back standing up. Long Beach State could have had a chance here to potentially go to their bench. Luke Taylor was the starter at DH yesterday. Instead, TJ Bruce sticking with the left-handed hitting Caden Smacka, potentially just as the better bunter. He slashes here but doesn't swing. Takes the pitch up and in. Showed bunt before pulling it back.
Might be a good strategy here late on this one right here, just to get the runner at second. Still nobody out.
Smacka shows bunt early again, pulls it back, and swings and pulls a ground ball foul. Counts 1-1. Cameron Kim, the third baseman for Cal State Fullerton, was pulled all the way in on the grass. He's in front of the third base bag again. Smacka shows bunt. Step and throw to first. We're trying to see if Smacka would tip his hand. He kept the bunt showed.
I mean, right in this count, I mean, he's a very dangerous closer. Let's see what happens here.
1-1, shows bunt, lays it down the first base line, and now a miscommunication. Ortega and the pitcher, Wright, both dip away from it, and it's a bunt single for Caden Smacka. The bunt defense fails Cal State Fullerton, and Long Beach State has 2 runners on with nobody out.
Almost looked like Wright was, maybe he kind of got caught right on the dirt or something, but this is a very huge.
It was a game of chicken between Ortega and Wright, the pitcher. They were both converging on the bunt, and then they both gave way for the other. Ball rolled right in between them for a hit. Now Long Beach State has called an offensive conference of their own. So both base runners and Aaron Perez, the hitter coming up, as well as the on-deck Damon Valdez, and both base coaches all huddled up in front of the dirtbag dugout. TJ Bruce walked out to give some instruction. This is another spot that wouldn't be surprising at all to see TJ Bruce calling for a bunt. He's a manager who likes to go to the bunt in these kind of spots. First and second with nobody out. All tied 3-3 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Dirtbags trying to take a lead before the 9th.
I mean, no surprise here. I mean, the bunt would have been a very great strategy. It's still nobody out. You can get the runner on third and second. This could be a winning run right here.
Now you wait and see if there's a counter for Cal State Fullerton with first and second. If they want to run the wheel play, go with a more traditional bunt defense where bunt to third is essentially a guaranteed sacrifice. Perez shows bunt early. It's an inside move to second base, but runner Chandler is almost standing on the bag expecting it. Now Lombardi, the catcher, steps out in front of home plate to run through a set of signs. Fullerton gets their bunt defense. O'Hara, the shortstop, communicating with Kim. See if Kim stays put at third or if he crashes and O'Hara has to go cover third base. Now O'Hara broke back to second as the pitch came in. Perez pulled the bunt back and it's a called strike. Counts 0-1, and a new set of signs gets given by Lombardi. during that last pitch, Kim stayed home at third base. Aaron Perez, left-handed hitting first baseman, back in there. 0-1, shows bunt and bunts it foul. Counts now 0-2. Now TJ Bruce steps out of the dugout to give his own set of signs. See if the Dirtbags keep the bunt on, even with 2 strikes. That last bunt was not a graceful looking attempt. Perez does have a hit tonight back in the second inning. He's 1 for 3. Fastball sails up high. Perez wasn't showing bunt.
Almost kind of lost a little control there maybe, but
count still 1-2. Slider misses inside, almost hit Perez, but Lombardi knocks it down. 2-2 count with runners at first and second and nobody out. Tie score in the bottom of the 8th inning. Tough matchup for Aaron Perez, left on left against Cal State Fullerton's closer, Andrew Wright. 2-2 pitch. Slider swung on and missed. Wright gets a huge strikeout after Perez couldn't get the bunt down. He whiffs at a 2-strike slider. Runner still at first and second. Now Damon Valdez coming up.
I mean, the bunt would have come in handy in this.
More signs being given by Nico Lombardi. Damon Valdez had a couple of hits yesterday, but 0 for 3 in this one. Runners at first and second. Good speed on both of the bases for Long Beach State. Smith Chandler running at second, Caden Smacka at first. Left on right matchup. First pitch from Wright. Misses outside with a fastball. Andrew Wright has the same high-cut navy blue stirrups that Fullerton's starting pitcher yesterday, Micaiah Negretti, had. Long navy blue sleeves. Inside move and a pick back to second. Chandler started to move on his secondary towards third before getting back.
That was close. He's almost slipped.
It was a deceptive move by Eli Lopez. Started to back off of the second base bag as he was holding Chandler on before then getting back to it. It looked like a designed play by Fullerton to try and catch Chandler. 1-0 pitch now comes home and it's fouled straight back. TJ Bruce gives a set of signs. Be a surprise here to see Damon Valdez square around. Reed Montgomery is on deck, 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Left-handed hitter against the southpaw on the mound. Tough matchup. Back pick to second. Chandler dives back safely. Gives a couple of push-ups on the second base bag. Now he calls time to shake out his belt.
I mean, Valdez, for runners in scoring position is 188. He's not known to be a clutch player, but we like to see something here that this could be a huge one for the Dirtbags.
1-1 count. Pitch to Valdez. Fastball is popped up out of play. This is another at-bat here that TJ Bruce could have decided to go to his bench, and he's sticking with his starters. Damon Valdez had 2 hits yesterday. TJ Bruce choosing to trust his true freshman catcher. Counts 1-2. Wright back picks again, but Chandler dives safely. Chandler was bouncing around Looked like he's trying to get a jump. If the Dirtbags were to pull off a double steal, it would be huge.
Trying to trick right there.
Stay put. Slider just missed the outside corner. Almost came back and got Valdez looking, but instead the count's 2-2.
That was a good take.
Couple runners on base with 1 out. Dirtbags gunning for the lead in the 8th. Runners go. Slider is pulled out into left field. Ranging back is Miller, but in front of the track, he's there to make the catch. The runners have to retreat back to their bases. Valdez just didn't get enough of it. Now runners at first and second with 2 out for Reed Montgomery. Dirtbags had runners at first and second with nobody out. Andrew Wright trying to work out of the jam. Aaron Perez couldn't get a bunt down, and then Damon Valdez flew out. Now it's up to Reed Montgomery, and left-handed hitting right fielder. First pitch to Montgomery. Slider bends in for a strike. This is Fullerton's best relief arm. Brought him in the highest leverage spot. 0-1 pitch. Fastball right down the middle, taken for strike 2. Looked like he had Montgomery guessing at each of those first 2 pitches. With a 0-2 count, Wright tries to put him away. Pitch from the Titan closer. Slider swung on and missed. He puts Reed Montgomery down on 3 pitches. And we're going to the 9th inning. The Dirtbags leave 2 stranded. It's still 3-3 between the Dirtbags and the Titans on 22 West Radio. Long Beach State squandered a rally in the bottom half of the 8th, so we go to the 9th, still tied 3-3. Bruce Kuntz and Enrique Rivas here at Blair Field. You're listening to Long Beach State Dirtbags Baseball on 22 West Radio, broadcasting live at 88.1 FM, KKJZ, HD3 Long Beach. Dirtbags have finally made a pitching change. Mason Timmick, freshman right-hander and sidearm reliever, is into the game. He's facing Max Ortega to lead off the ninth. Sidearm delivery, sinker in there at the knees for strike one.
Surprise, this is very nice stuff. He throws fast. Almost got the Tyler Rogers, sidearm, but this is.
It's definitely a slingshot look. Ortega grounds one over to second base. Evans fields cleanly and throws the first in time for the first out. We can set the final line for the starter, Luke Howe. 8 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, 0 walks and 10 strikeouts. New career highs with the innings and the strikeouts there. Howe threw 114 pitches.
Amazing night for Howe.
Cade O'Hara, the shortstop for Cal State Fullerton, steps in next. 1 out and nobody on base. 3-3 score in the top of the 9th inning. O'Hara fouls back the first pitch. Mason Timmick this season has thrown 10 1/3 innings after getting the first out of this frame. As O'Hara shows bunt, but pulls it back as the pitch misses low. Timmick with a 6.10 ERA, whip just shy of 2. He's the first choice into the game for Long Beach State, a 3-3 tie. O'Hara shows bunt again and it misses outside, counts 2-1. This is a good immediate example of why Long Beach State stuck with Luke Howe for as long as they did. There's just a severe lack of high leverage performing arms. There's a fly ball out into the right center gap. Long way to go, and Matt Toomey makes, he didn't come up with it. He got there and it hit his glove before hitting the ground on the warning track. Cade O'Hara slides in head first to third base.
Man, that looked like he caught it.
He got there and overran the ball where it hit the ground, and then he kept running before crashing into the wall and then going to find it. Matt Toomey almost made a great catch. Instead, it's a 1-out triple, and Cal State Fullerton has the go-ahead run 90 feet away.
Right there with a speedy O'Hara at third. This is another crucial moment in this out. Just got to get out of this inning.
Third straight at bat with a hit for O'Hara. And now with Long Beach State calling a mound visit, Cal State Fullerton counters with their own offensive timeout. They're huddled up in front of the dugout. Big spot for Cam Burdick. He's 0 for 3 tonight, 0 for 8 on the series, but doesn't need a hit here. Even a productive out would give Cal State Fullerton the lead. Dirtbags are going to have to pull the infield in as the offensive timeout breaks for Cal State Fullerton. Cade O'Hara delivering the scouting report to Burdick as he walks back down the third base line. Mason Timmick will be looking for a ground ball to one of his pulled in infielders, a pop-up or a strikeout. Cam Burdick stands in the way. First pitch to the Fullerton center fielder is a sinker on the outside corner for strike one. Matt Toomey just about reeled that ball in, all the way in the right center gap. Instead, the go-ahead runs 90 feet away. Burdick fouls one back, and he's behind 0-2. Timmick will try and throw his best location here. Doesn't have to be a strike. 0-2, shows bunt and bunts through it. Now they've got the runner on a rundown. Pump fake from Valdez. He missed the tag, and the throw is wide. They're going to call him out down the baseline. They say O'Hara left the baseline, and Cal State Fullerton can't believe it. They're all looking over and asking for a review. Jason Dietrich is right out of the dugout. He can't believe it and is arguing with Kelly Gonzalez. I'll tell you what, it didn't look to me like O'Hara left the baseline. He might have barely left the dirt, but now an argument still ensuing. It's heated between Kelly Gonzalez and Jason Dietrich. It's going to be close here. He might get tossed. Still going.
I mean, that moment right there, I'd be upset too. I mean, that was such a huge moment right there.
What a chaotic play. With an 0-2 count, they tried to turn on the squeeze. And now Jason Dietrich just got tossed. He didn't back down, and Kelly Gonzalez finally sent him home. Dietrich still letting him hear it. We're going to be going to the bottom of the 9th inning with a 3-3 score. What a bold call that was from Cal State Fullerton. Put on a suicide squeeze. Burdick bunted right through it. And then as Valdez stood up with the ball, O'Hara was caught in no man's land halfway between third base and home plate. Valdez ran at him, tried to tag him out. O'Hara dodged the tag. Jumping out of the baseline is the ruling by Kelly Gonzalez. Then after he dodged the tag, ran home. Valdez threw way wide. It would have been a run for Cal State Fullerton, but they call O'Hara out of the baseline, and Long Beach escapes by the skin of their teeth with a 3-3 score.
I didn't even know. It looked like he was about to tag him, but just missed it, and it would have been such a huge play right there for Fullerton to take the lead, but that was, I mean, what a wild.
And then Jason Dietrich got rung, arguing the call. So Cal State Fullerton now without their head coach, but they're sending their closer back out there. Andrew Wright going to pitch the bottom of the 9th inning. Dirtbags have the top of the order coming up, looking for a walk-off win against their biggest rivals. What a game this has been. Long Beach State, if you're just joining us, went ahead 2-1 after the first inning. Cal State Fullerton tied it up with a home run in the 4th from Nico Lombardi. Score stayed 2-2 until the bottom of the 6th. Long Beach got one run back to take the lead at 3-2. In the top of the 8th, Andrew Kirchner hit an RBI double to even the score at 3-3. Long Beach got the first two runners on in the 8th inning, but then Andrew Wright entered for Cal State Fullerton and was able to escape the jam. Top of the 9th, Cal State Fullerton almost just took the lead. Instead, Long Beach escapes with an out of the baseline call. And now we're in the bottom of the 9th inning. Top of the order up for Long Beach State, starting with Trotter Enright.
Man, what a
sequence.
Yeah.
Cal State Fullerton without their head coach for however long this one will go. Long Beach State hoping it'll just be 9.
I mean, this is just so much better than it was last night, definitely.
Cal State Fullerton has made a change defensively. Andrew Kirchner moved from right field in to first base. Entering defensively, Logan Hart is into the game in right field. Trotter Enright leading off the 9th inning, swinging through a slider. Still facing Andrew Wright. Now Enright takes one down low. He's 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts, a ground out, and a walk tonight. Enright did score after walking in the first inning. 1-1. Pop up out of play It counts 1-2. Long Beach State looking for a rally. The shortstop leading off the ninth. 1-2 slider, chopper on the ground to the right side. That's going to sneak through into right field. Trotter Enright with a lead-off base hit. Enright at first base. Long Beach looking over to the dugout. Doesn't look like a pinch runner is going to come on. But the winning run is on base for Long Beach State, and Jake Evans is coming up. TJ Bruce loves the bunt. Could he possibly have Jake Evans, the best hitter in his lineup, already with a 3-hit performance tonight, lay down a sacrifice bunt? He just ran through a set of signs.
I mean, no surprise.
That
if
would
it was
be
a bunt
a
attempt.
commitment
Yep.
to the bit. Trotter Enright at first base. Middle of the road speed from the dirtbag shortstop. On the season, Enright 2 for 2 on his stolen base attempts, though. Cal State Fullerton called a mound visit, now runs through a set of signs for their bunt defense. Enright, the winning run at first base for Long Beach State, as Jake Evans steps in. Has singles in all of his last 3 plate appearances. 3 for 4 tonight. First pitch from Andrew Wright. Instead, he steps and throws to first. Enright dives back to the bag, and Evans did not show bunt.
I mean, if Enright steals right here, this would have been so huge. He has not been caught all year.
Be a risk. First pitch to Jake Evans. Fastball cut on and missed. Full hack from Evans, but he comes up empty. Dirtbags trying to walk this game off. Now Evans shows bunt, pops it up, sliding into foul territory. It's caught by Kirchner. Jake Evans with an OPS above 1,000 this year pops up the bunt, and he's retired for the first out of the ninth. Matt Toomey comes up next. Toomey is 1 for 3. RBI double in the first inning. Since then, grounded into a double play, walked, and flew out. Step and throw to first. Enright dives back to the bag. First pitch in there, strike on the outside corner to Toomey. Counts 0-1 with a left-on-left matchup from bottom of the ninth inning. Winning run still at first. 0-1 pitch, hard ground ball, goes off of Kim and into left field. It's a base hit for Matt Toomey. Enright advances up to second. Winning run now in scoring position for Long Beach State. It's a good effort by Kim as he dove to his left, got his glove on it, but couldn't stab it. And now Dylan Lena comes up with a chance to end this ball game. Lena leads the Dirtbags. Runs driven in this year, 36 RBI. He's had a couple of big chances tonight, but hasn't come through. He's 0 for 4 has a chance to redeem all of it right here. Dylan Lena steps into the box. Winning run at second. First pitch to Lena. Fastball swung on and missed. Cal State Fullerton won last night 10-0. This game has been back and forth, much closer all the way through. No lead bigger than a run. It's 3-3 in the bottom of the ninth. 0-1 pitch to Lena. Checked his swing, and he went around. Counts 0-2 to the dirtbag third baseman.
I mean, on this pitch right here, Wright might look for an off speed. Somewhere around there, but a very high chance that Lena can walk it off.
Counts 0-2. Winning run at second. Lena takes outside. Smith Chandler on deck. He's got 3 hits tonight. Dylan Lena gonna try and end the game himself. 1-2 pitch from right. Fastball roped out into center field, but playable for Burdick. He ranges to his right, makes the catch, tagging up Enright deked, and then goes back to the bag. It's a line out to center field as Lena drops to 0 for 5 on the night. 2 outs now in the inning. Winning run remains at second. Smith Chandler is coming up next. Has 3 hits and already 1 run driven in tonight. Right-handed hitting left fielder, started his college career at CSUN, transferred to the JUCO level last year, and now is at Long Beach State. The chance for a signature moment here in his first spring with the Dirtbags. First pitch from right, a slider that just missed up high. Smith Chandler batting .348 this year with runners in scoring position, .313 overall. 1-0 pitch, a slider that swung on and missed. Dove right below the barrel. Chandler didn't see it.
Chandler's got to look for a fastball right here in this AB.
Counts 1-1. Winning run still out at second base and Trotter Enright. 1-1 pitch. Slider is cued down the third base line. Fielded by Kim. His throw to first isn't going to be there. He just puts it in his pocket. No play to first base. It's an infield single for Smith Chandler. The Dirtbags have the bases loaded. Winning run just 90 feet away. Fourth hit of the game for Smith Chandler. And that brings up Caden Smacka. 2 hits tonight for Smacka. Last time up, it was a bunt single, was trying to sacrifice, but wound up reaching. He's got a chance to end the game now. Another JUCO transfer from the College of Southern Nevada. Smacka in the left-handed box. Winning run at third. First pitch to Smacka. Slider swung on and missed. Andrew Wright has thrown 29 pitches. Looking for 1 more out to send this game to extra innings. Infield playing straight up. 0-1 pitch, slider taken off the outside corner. Point out to the mound from Nico Lombardi to say that he approved of the spot. The count's 1-1. Smacka waggles the bat. 1-1 pitch, a fastball just missed outside. Tried to speed him up, but Smacka lays off, and now he's ahead 2-1.
Yeah, that was a good take.
Smacka digs back in. Winning run 90 feet away, and he's ahead in the count. 2-1 pitch, a fastball that missed outside again. It's 3-1 with nowhere to put him. Blair Field crowd rises to their feet. Dirtbags trying to walk it off in the bottom of the 9th inning. Bases loaded and a 3-1 count. All tied in the 9th. 3-1 pitch, popped up and out of play. Went with the fastball and Smacka fights it off. Couldn't script it any better. A full count with 2 outs and the bases loaded in the bottom of the 9th inning. Runners will get a head start. Not that it means very much. Payoff pitch from Andrew Wright. Fastball fouled off. We'll do it again. Trotter Enright, the runner at third. 3-3 in the bottom of the 9th inning. Dirtbags trying to even the series at a game apiece. Andrew Wright trying to escape. Another payoff pitch. Fastball fouled off again. Caden Smacka stays alive. This next pitch will be the 8th of the at-bat. A battle between a pair of lefties, with the winning run down at third. Still a full count. Another payoff pitch from Wright. A fastball lined out into the left center gap, ranging over on a slide. It's gonna land! The Dirtbags walk it off! Keaton Smacka is the hero! Long Beach State wins 4-3 in the bottom of the 9th inning. They storm the field and they mob Smacka out in the right field grass. Long Beach State wins 4-3 on a 3-hit night from Caden Smacka. What a game. Long Beach State evens the series at 1 apiece. And tomorrow will be the rubber match of the 15-mile rivalry. Long Beach State wins tonight 4-3. Mason Timmick gets the win, but it was Luke Howe that went 8 innings, allowed 3 earned runs, but set career highs in innings and with 10 strikeouts. An excellent performance on the mound, and Long Beach battled this one out all the way to the bitter end. They pull through with a walk-off win in the bottom of the 9th inning. Caden Smacka comes through with a line drive into the left center gap, and he walks it off. It's a 2 p.m. scheduled start tomorrow, as Long Beach State will send the freshman who has been their ace through much of this season, Jason Gerfers, to the mound to try and win the 15-mile rivalry series. Luke Howe was the starter. Mason Timmick gets the win. He improves to 1-0. Andrew Wright falls to 2-3, picking up the loss. Long Beach State breaks a 3-game losing streak, taking down their arch rivals. Now they'll have a chance to win the series tomorrow. And that'll do it for us here at Blair Field. For Enrique Rivas next to me, Alex Prado on the board, and the rest of our 22 West Sports crew, I'm Bruce Kuntz, and this has been Long Beach State Dirtbags Baseball on 22 West Radio, broadcasting live at 88.1 FM KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. We'll be back on the air tomorrow at 2 o'clock for the series finale. Hope you'll be there then, and thank you for joining us tonight.